Hey y'all, it's All of Destiny, and in this video I'll be doing a full get ready with me makeup, hair, outfit, all of that in one. And this video is sponsored by WowAfrican. So this is how the wig comes straight out of the box. I like to show it to you all before I work with it and everything like that. It is pre-plucked hairline. It has bleached knots and it is the cap 7 lace front cap. It does have the combs inside, so that's perfect. We get to skip all of those extra steps. I went ahead and conditioned the wig. I didn't shampoo it because I didn't feel that it was necessary, but I did condition it. Now I'm taking Eco Style Gel. This is the Flexi and Castor one. The exact name will be in my description box below, of course. And I'm just going to take Eco Style Gel, water, and also some of my Shea Moisture Curl Defining Cream I believe I'm using. So just two products basically. Applying that in the into the wig and just brushing that through. I hold my brush, if you all notice, at a vertical angle and just brush straight up and down. I hope vertical is vertical because I don't want to redo this voiceover. Anyway, so I'm just making my way to the front. I'm kind of doing like the that wet look on this, so I put lots and lots of gel. Plus that'll help me to not have to apply more gel the next day, but I can just dampen the wig and refresh the curls and be good to go. Also, I did forget to mention, I went ahead and did a little extra plucking off camera. I've shown that so many times before, so I decided to skip it this time around. The length of this wig is 14 inches. The density is 150%. And we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of makeup while we allow this wig to dry a little bit. So I've already filmed the wig portion that is about to come next. This video will only be 5 minutes and 53 seconds just because the wig doesn't really take that much work. Like, it's already pre-plucked. The knots are already bleached. With my glueless method of applying my wigs, it doesn't really take me that long. Since I had makeup on in the portion that is coming up next, what I want to do is attempt to hopefully recreate it so that the video still flows for you guys. That way it'll be a little more footage and I don't have to upload a 5-minute video. The brow pencil that I'm using, I actually got this in Atlanta when I was there for the natural hair show. Everything you need is in here. The only thing that it doesn't have is like a little spoolie on it, but it does have a spoolie with the brow gel portion. I do wax my own brows, but I don't wax them too often. Sometimes I like to just let them grow and grow, see how thick and full they can get on their own, and then try to clean them up. I think it's real crazy how guys have super thick and full brows. It's like, why are they the ones with the super full and thick brows when we're the ones that want them, you know? And I say, okay, well maybe because they don't do their brows, so they just grow and grow and grow out. I look at old pictures of myself from high school, middle school, when I wasn't touching any bit of makeup and my brows still looked like this. So I don't think me skipping doing my brows would affect anything. Filling was not there. After filling in my brows, I take two concealers. A lighter concealer underneath is LA Girl Pro Conceal in Cool Tan. And then on the top, I use one that's very close to my skin tone. And currently that is Toffee. Sometimes I use it straight out of the tube and apply it underneath my brows. Sometimes I like to put it on the brush. It just depends. So I'm gonna start usually right here in the arch of my brow. And this just helps to clean up any mistakes that we made, perfect the look. Also, the brush that I'm using, it is sort of like a more flat type of brush. It's not really that flat. I feel like you could probably use this to apply eyeshadow to the lid too. And I kind of just take it in the middle and blend it out. I also take Toffee on the same brush that to clean, I use that to clean up the top portion of the brow. Kind of take the excess down the middle. And I kind of like for them to not really be too straight across. If you see, it's kind of like an angle. I feel like I always do this one better than that one. What else? I like for it to kind of slant right here and then go up at a point. I'll have to kind of fix this one a little bit because I feel like it's a little more flat than the other one. Just like a little small brush, any small little fluffy type of brush that you have, and that helps me to blend it out quicker than continuing to use this one. Any mistakes that I make, I just go back in and fix that. Just doing little circular motions. You can just take your beauty blender. This helps to really get up the excess concealer that you don't need, and also blend out whatever you may have missed. I guess I sort of kind of can talk. Just a little bit. I think I wouldn't be able to do chit chats because the conversation would be good and my makeup wouldn't turn out that well because of it. Let's do some primer. So a few options for the primer. I use the Kokie Smooth and Glow on certain areas of my face, and then I use the BECCA Ever Matte Poreless Primer Perfector, more so where I feel like I kind of want to fill in the pores on my face. I guess you could say I apply this one in the T-zone, and then the hydrated primer goes in the other areas of my face, but I do put this one along the chin, and then over here where my smile lines are. The hydrating one, I'm running low on all of my makeup since I put too much over there. I like to rub it in a downwards motion. Even though I kind of shaved my face recently and may be growing back, on the forehead, I kind of just go outwards because I don't want to rub down and risk messing up the brows. The gel on my forehead is like weird right there. With peach fuzz on our face and with it growing in a downwards motion, I don't really want to rub upwards with this. It'll make the hair on my face lay up, like basically taking it and just rubbing the hair up. So by rubbing it down, I feel like I'm laying it down on my face. That way when I get ready to do my foundation and everything, it looks really nice and smooth without any texture. This is turning into a whole video, and I wanted this to kind of be just about 5 more minutes worth of footage. I'm just being honest with you all. Foundation that I was currently using because I like to pair BECCA with BECCA. Y'all know I just like to use the same matching products because I feel that the formulas work better that way. The one that I have is the BECCA Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. I don't really need ultimate coverage, as you all can see, but my makeup terms are so off because I do my makeup, but I'm not that into the terms and all of the technicalities. This one was working for me until summer really kicked in. It's definitely light on me now. So I just went to Walgreens and just grabbed a neutral foundation that was a little darker than my skin tone, and I'm able to mix the two together. This one is a cheaper version, that way I don't have to go and spend $40 more on another one. I can just use the one that I already have and mix it with a drugstore one just to kind of get my shade until I can go back to this one. Full Spectrum by CoverGirl. It's Matte Ambition All Day Shine Free Foundation in Deep Neutral. Because I sometimes struggle with trying to do my whole undertone thing, I figured I would just go with more of a neutral one just to make sure I'm good. So 2 pumps of that, and then 2 pumps or however much comes out of this one. Sometimes I just do it in my hand, just tap it together to mix them very well. I don't know how I match this so perfectly. It blends so well on me. Before I went and got another foundation, what I would do instead, still use this one, knowing that it was kind of too light, and I would try to go in heavy with my bronzer, but I feel like there's only so much of that you can do before it doesn't work out. So I like to get all of my products worth. If not, you can just kind of rub it along the neck. Rub this in a downwards motion to apply it, and then I use the beauty blender because I feel like sometimes the sponges just soak up all of the product instead of applying it to the face. And this helps me to get around the nose very well. I don't know how it's picking up on camera until I go back and edit this, but this combo matches me so well. This brush was a gift. Anything similar I can find, I'll link it for you all. I feel like a lot of my makeup products are usually gifts from family members, friends, and y'all know how I am about asking people where they got something from. I guess I'll start just for the sake of saying, hey, not to be nosy, but my subscribers would like to know. Depending on what outfit I'm wearing, I won't go all the way down my neck. I know my little sister, she kind of does that. Her makeup always looks really good to me. Even if it does say it's like transfer proof, I'll just come to about here because I don't want makeup ruining a white collared shirt or something, you know. To take my damp clean beauty blender, or sometimes I use my Morphe one. Sometimes I actually apply the foundation with my Morphe sponge as well because I feel like it's a little more on the tough side than the beauty blender. And so what that will help me to do is keep it kind of full coverage without soaking it up. Sometimes I would go in with a little bit more, but I'm just trying to keep it light, look a little presentable since I need to send pictures to the company of the wig and everything, and I kind of lost some of my clips, so I was just like, oh dear, what am I supposed to do? Kind of drugstore. Sometimes I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills, but this is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in medium beige. As far as picking out colors, because sometimes you all do ask me, how do you know your shades? I watch lots of girls that do makeup and they give very good tips as far as what I've learned and how I've progressed with doing my own makeup. Doing my makeup helps me as well to kind of learn my own face. But anywho, you can always ask for help though as well. That's what I did with picking out my BECCA foundation, but because they oxidized, she was like, I would actually go with this one instead. So I was like, okay. But I picked it out very close though. The one that I got, she just told me to go one shade, was it up or down? I forget, I don't know how it goes. These are the areas where I apply the concealer. I like to start off blending it out on the chin. Sometimes I actually do use a brush to do this. It depends, I alternate. I feel like it's hard to show you all my routine when I have more than one way of doing something. After you kind of dab it in where you want it at, I take the opposite side because that's where foundation was. By going around, it helps to kind of make sure that it's not just harshly on the face and everything is all singles together. You don't want to be able to point out concealer and where it ends and the foundation is here. I kind of let the eyes sit a little bit. It just gives you a little bit more of oomph underneath the eyes when you do those last. So when I'm blending, I never go all the way up here because I don't want to really highlight all of that. I kind of stop right here where the brow is on my face, and then again using the opposite side that helps to hide any harsh lines. Like, see how that is? And then as I tap right along the edge of it, that helps it to not be like pow. That really blends that out, if you will. And then the same thing right here on the nose. I don't take it all along my entire nose because I feel like I'm kind of contouring it already if I skip right here and right there. Sometimes I cream contour, sometimes I don't. When I want to kind of do my makeup, but I'm like, oh, okay, I want to speed things along, I skip the cream contouring. So since today is one of those let's just speed things along days, I'm going to skip the cream contouring, but I do plan on doing more makeup tutorials soon, just because I'm taking a break from vlogs for a little while anyway. I'll be able to do more beauty videos, more shower routines, morning routines, all of that good stuff. LA Girl Pro Conceal. I mean, what? No, this isn't. This is Laura Mercier setting powder. A little creasing. Gotta make an ugly face and get rid of the creasing before you set this. I could have probably did one more layer of the concealer, but because we're building and building and building, I try to do a little bit of everything. There's Dad. We're going to Red Lobster today. Hello, Dad. Hello, Dad.
You up?
Yeah, I'm up.
Alright, we finna come over there.
Okay. All right, Dad's on the way. See, no cream contouring. Let's speed this along. I dab it right here on my hand. If you saw some more of my makeup tutorials, the Sasha, it really tones down what we're trying to do when we highlight as far as my skin complexion goes. So you all have recommended for me to get the Laura Mercier, and that's the reason I have this one now. I try to go above the brow as well, since we did put concealer there to make sure that it is set. I live in Memphis. It gets hot. We haven't fully blended this out yet. We will in a minute. Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder. This is creamy bronze finish. I recently just started using this, so if you've been liking my pictures on Instagram, maybe for the past 3 or 4 photos, I just kind of picked this up. So yeah, I'll tap into that, dab that. I don't like to brush too quickly. What I learned from Alyssa Ashley, she kind of not pounds it, but she kind of dabs it onto the face before she brushes it, because it's like you'll just brush into the foundation before setting this on there, and then you can do your circular motions. Taking a clean brush, and that helps me with the excess of the powder that I've put here. Sometimes it'll look okay on YouTube, but in real life I don't want to look cakey, so any excess I kind of just brush that away. And then we can go in all over the face with this soft finishing powder. This video may have to be separate from that hair tutorial because I'm going on and on. And I would rather give y'all this detailed version than to shorten it. Now, one thing that I do like to do because of my smile lines, and I feel like if you have smile lines without your makeup, you're going to have them with your makeup. But sometimes I just have to touch it up. But then again, too, I don't sit here and talk while I'm doing my makeup, so I don't be getting them that much. What's next? I can't talk and do this. Ibn New York, this is Natural Dark. It's rubbing off. You know how you have those powdered foundations, but I just sometimes get darker ones and I could use that to contour. Maybe that's what this was, but as you all can see, it rubbed off. I'm not sure, but I use this one basically to contour. If I skip doing cream contouring, then I kind of just go in heavy with this, make sure that it kind of shows up to look like I did a little cream contouring. But for an everyday quick little beat, this helps you to skip that basically. This gives my chin that snatched look underneath. For some reason, I've still been maintaining my weight and stuff like that, even though I haven't been going to the gym that much. I feel like because I'm eating a little bit better now, maybe that's what it is. So since I only use the Laura Mercier where we highlight, I do still use that to clean up my contour because I feel like it's fine in those areas. And I'm going to take that same product that we used for contouring or bronzing up the skin, and that's what I'm using to contour the nose with a small brush, and then I'm using this one to blend that out when I want to be quick and just kind of do a little something on the eyes, but not necessarily eyeshadow. I'll either dip into powder that kind of looks like my skin tone, or I'll dip into a bronzer and just kind of sweep that over in the crease area. Okay, hyperlapse. Okay, kind of rushing at this point because I'm ready to go eat my ultimate feast, and I hate when people show up and I'm not ready to go, and I've had all the time in the world. Probably not this time. I was doing good this time. I'm going to go ahead and brush out the brows again to make sure it's not any powder on them, and then use the side where the gel is. I hate when that happens to me, but I was able to blend that out. This is just the brow gel that helps to keep the brows in place. Going to go ahead and sweep away the Laura Mercier and take my Kiss Professional Setting Spray and fan that with my little fan. I got this at the beauty supply store, by the way, because I know y'all are going to ask. Moving back to the wig now. So using some of the same foundations and whatever else as far as powders go that are my skin tone, just to make my cap blend with my skin. I'm going to go ahead and remove the lace from the front and the back. And now we're going to go ahead and put the wig on. I do have the cap underneath, as you all saw, so I just slapped it back just a little bit to tuck the combs underneath. We're only going to use the combs and the adjustable straps on this one. I didn't feel like sewing on the elastic band. I'm going to go ahead and dampen it just a little bit more, and I want to frame it to my face a little bit. I should have used a razor for this so that it wouldn't be so harsh and it blends a little bit better, but I kind of wanted to just frame my face, so I did a little bit of trimming to that side of the wig. And I'm going to go ahead and define my parting space, taking some of this Pump It Up. I don't really want to glue it down, but I want to make sure that my lace is still kind of flesh and sort of still melted, but in a glueless way to my scalp, so it looks like scalp. So I'm just using the Pump It Up spray to do that. I still am able to remove this at night if I feel like the Pump It Up kind of has laid my lace into my skin. When I wash off my makeup, as I rub the water along my forehead, it kind of helps to lift up the lace anyway, so that's a plus, a 2-in-1. So taking some more of that same pressed powder, use anything that matches your skin tone. You don't have to use the same products I'm using, and that helps me to kind of really blend the lace in. Since I have makeup on, if I wasn't wearing makeup, then I really wouldn't have to do this. And I'm taking some more of the Pump It Up. Since it's like a powder, I feel like that kind of helps to tone it into my skin. So yeah, also using this little brush by Africa's Best. They sent this to me in PR package, so I don't know if you can get these, I'm not sure, but either way, you can get them at your local beauty supply store. I just use that to kind of brush the edges in place. I'm so behind on the voiceover. Can you catch up, Destiny, please? Cutting around the ear, because everyone's shape of their head is different. That's why it comes on the wigs, and then you just have to cut around it to frame it to yourself. That's why the wigs are customized to you. So continuing to lay my edges further, using some of the Eco Style gel helps to hold them in place, but it doesn't glue the wig down. Taking some of that same concealer that we used to define the parting space some more, and I'm going to dab it out with my beauty blender because why not? Taming some of the flyaways, and now I'm going to do a little bit more of the makeup. Taking this Wet n Wild highlight, applying that to the highest points of my face, also to my Cupid's bow. I've recently started applying it to my forehead a little bit, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and of course in the inner corners of my eye. I kind of went up with it a little bit since we didn't do any eyeshadow to make that look a little more like.
Look at Miss Pearl in here.
Miss Pearly. But that's pretty much the finished look. I want to go ahead and conclude the video now. So I want to show you all how the hair looks once it does dry. I was about to dampen it again, but I was like, that'll give you all a false expectation of what hair looks like, because this is how it looks dry. Obviously, if you use different products, you may get different results. Yeah, I like this one a whole lot. Curly wigs are my favorite because it doesn't really require you to do any flat ironing, curling. You take this wig off to get settled for bed. I can sit it on my mannequin stand, and then in the morning, just putting it right back on my head, taking my spray bottle because it's already got the Eco Style gel in there. Wetting the hair just helps to reactivate that, and I'm straight out the door again. I don't have to put flexi rods in it. I don't have to run the flat iron through it. So curly hair is definitely my favorite. It's the best for summer. You could definitely wear this swimming if you glue it down using an actual glue like bow hold or something. You could definitely get away with wearing this to a pool party, so that's a plus too. Not only that, it's short, so it's not on my neck or anything for it to be hot. Like I said, because I do live in Memphis, I enjoy my time with Dad at Red Lobster. The actual day when I was filming the hair portion, I was on my way to church. I know y'all like, this girl keep changing clothes, but I lost the clips when I got back home from church. When I filmed this portion of what I'm doing right now, I lost that footage. I wouldn't have had like a completed video, so I had to figure something out. Keep this quick. All of the details and the links about this hair will be in my description box down below. Special thank you to WowAfrican for also always sponsoring my wig tutorials. Like, I absolutely love working with them. Their hair is the best. Y'all know I only want to bring and show you the best hair, okay? So shout out to WowAfrican for that. Y'all can use my coupon code to get you some cute hair for the summer as well, and that code is Destiny15. It's not an affiliation link. I'm not throwing it out there because I get a percentage, because I don't. It's just for you all to save some coins, so you can make your hair look cute and go out to Red Lobster or, you know, to the movies or something. I'm actually about to go to the movies right now. I figured I may as well go out again since I'm all dressed up and looking nice. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I should show you all my outfits. This could be a 3-in-1. I should have put on one that I could link down below because this is from Burlington. So unless the tag is something that I can find, because I find sometimes you can find things on Amazon, or I always find something similar. I haven't worn this in years. The last time I wore this dress, I was at the U of M. I remember a picture. I remember studying in the library and I had took a picture and I had like a bun. My dad was like, can you change? Why is it long in the back and short in the front? And I was like, I'm dressed, Dad. What are you talking about? But this is my outfit. Comment down below and tell my dad this is cute, okay? I didn't iron it. I don't care. If you take it straight out the dryer and shake it out while it's hot, you won't get wrinkles. Buttons up right here. It's cute like that in the back. Perfect for the movies. I most likely, well, I probably won't need a jacket. Normally I take like a thick cardigan with me to the movies just because it'd be kind of cold. But since I have sleeves, I'll be good. I'm most likely just going to spray my hair with water again. My sandals are not in here. I'll put the overlay of my sandals on the screen. That's my outfit, guys. I want to take a break from vlogs for a while to start doing videos like this. I'm making this one so long, but y'all be loving me, so I love that y'all love me. Let's keep talking. Let's have a seat. No, I'm kidding. On Instagram, y'all have been loving my makeup lately, and I honestly think I'm getting better at it too, but when other people notice it, it's kind of like, oh, okay, kind of past 20-minute mark. I watch them all the time, so I feel like if I watch it, it's something that I should also share because I'm interested in it and most likely other people will be as well. Shout out to all of you guys for always checking back on my videos and just showing me so much love and support. I really appreciate it. Questions and comments, leave all of that down below. I thank you all so much for watching. If you click over here to watch more videos where I've done the hair, the makeup, shown the outfit, all of that together. If you've seen both of these, shout out to you, but definitely go and find another one to watch on my channel. Click over here on my cute little face, girl, cute little face, so that you can subscribe to my YouTube channel on this road and journey to 200K. We're almost there, and I'll talk to y'all in my next one. Bye.